Well, it is the 24th of May, 2013. We're headed across our desert. The sprinklers have been removed. Let's go this way. Sprinklers have been removed. This is obviously going to be replaced, even though the board was outvoted by the owners. They don't have to listen to us, and it doesn't really matter. Out here, as we come along, we can see where the damage from the cat that they used to put this rock in was done. All scuffed up and drove grooves into our asphalt. They're very concerned about saving that. Took chunks out of the curb here, the curb that's paid to be painted, and then just scuffed up the sidewalks. But this is even more disturbing, is that as you come over here, you'll notice the rocks. They just dumped them into the grass. No concern, no need to pick them up. They just dump them into the grass. And if you look, you can see the ruts where the tractor came through here and just decimated our brick border here. I wonder if they'll ever have to pay to fix that. Probably take years, since it was never fixed the first time, or any of the damage they do with like putting in irrigation. Again, just dumping rocks. You know, all it takes is a rake and 2-3 minutes to pick that up. Over here, as we walk through, you can see right in here, they just put the river rock in, or left the river rock in with the new rock. We'll go around the building and see where they tore up the lawn in the back. I'll admit that this rock is much more pleasing to the eye than the previous rock. However, they didn't do any changes in landscaping. There's the new plant right there. There's the brand new plant, already dead, with their new watering system just wiped out. Yeah, it wasn't meant to be stuck out here in the direct sunlight. Now, I imagine some of this other stuff will just start burning up now. The only tree that's been planted in 9 years after they removed the other 5 or 6, that plant's showing stress. You come over here, you see the irrigation box right there, and then you look, hold it here for a second, you can see the irrigation line. That's last fall that they planted this, carved it out, and they never, ever filled it in properly, just shoved rocks and stuff in it. You can see it going off that direction, and then right here where they all three, just ankle breakers. Ankle breakers, you got to be careful just stepping through here. All along through here. Again, you can see more tractor marks. Tractor marks right here, just up and over the sidewalks. Again, using a heavy tractor full of rock, pulling it through here, just scuffing it all up, and then what do you think it does to a soft yard? How's it going? Pretty good.
How's the water over there?
In the pool?
Yeah.
It's great, since they spent another $30,000 on it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they had to redo it. They redid it about 6 years ago. We spent $60,000 and it never worked, and it had cracks in it.
Oh, really?
We kept warning them. They waited until it was out of warranty, and then we got stuck with another bill. Now it's working the way it should have 6 years ago. It's beautiful. Yeah.
Went in like once last year.
Yeah, it had leaks. We were losing a bunch of water through it. The float valve continued to go. And so they were like, oh, we're not losing any water because it doesn't go down. So they're ripping all the grass out in the front of the buildings too. Yeah.
Everyone's getting all upset about that.
Well, we're trying to get owners together because, we've outvoted them.
Yeah.
And the board's doing it anyway.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we outvoted them 6 to 5. And the rest, if we'd had the whole community there, it would have been even more outstanding, because none of us want this removed. We want trees planted up in front again, like in front of your place. There used to be a big tree.
Yeah.
And so we'd like to get those all replanted, but they won't listen to us. Through SRP, you know, everyone that pays an electric bill, if they'll let us get the trees and plant them, we can all get 2 free trees.
Really?
Yeah. And we've sent that off to the board, and they won't listen to anything that we have to say. It's just their agenda. So we're putting some documents together. We have some amendments. We have to get 75% of the owners, though, to get the amendments approved. They only need to have 5 people. The board can make any changes they want. We have to get 75%.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just want to have some constraints on them and a little more democracy. You know, put out an agenda to the meeting 2 weeks before what's going to happen so that we know and we're informed. If they're going to make any of these big changes to landscaping, you know, let us know. I mean, they had this plan for a long time. A year ago, they told us that they were never going to remove any more grass. And then this exact same board's doing it, so.
Yeah, you guys had that meeting. I had to work for it, but it seemed like everybody, it wasn't going to be a problem. Like everyone didn't want the grass. But...
No, we all voted to keep the grass, and they're still taking it.
It's crazy.
I put it up on YouTube. You can watch the whole events.
Oh, really?
They said that there's liability because there's slime in the driveway. There's no slime in the driveway. Yeah, slime. From the watering. But then I videotaped all the watering, and the only reason it runs down the driveway is because the sprinklers are turned so they just hit the sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's just maintain the stuff.
Yeah.
But the board won't do it. They won't oversee the contracts, and so we end up, you know, spending $6,000-$7,000 on a landscape project that would have, you know, a couple $100. You just fix the sprinklers, and we keep everything. If it follows suit with what happened in the past, we'll probably lose the remaining 3 trees at the other end of our building within a year. That's what happened when they put in that river rock. We lost 5 trees in front of this building. So, but they got the power to do it. 5 people can do whatever they want. Even if 81 said no, they don't have to listen to us. And that's what we need to change. We need to get that changed into CC&Rs. So we're working, a few of us I got a rough draft put together. I've gone and done some research, taken some wording from law firms and the state laws to try to help us, you know, but all we're asking for is open communication. You know, 90% of the stuff that they do, doesn't concern us, but it's that other 10% that they do, and they do it without informing anybody. You know, and they say they inform us. We have a website now, which actually helps. That was a suggestion a year ago, but they fought it, and then they went and did it, and nobody knew it was up there. So I found it. I was just Googling Crestview, and it came up, and I'm like, what's that?
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah, I saw the website maybe like a month ago. I was trying to look for some information and stuff. It seemed like there was much information.
It should say, you know, like documents or something, but it says links and something else. That's where all the board minute meetings are, the CC&Rs and all that. But we really just need as owners to get an amendment to the CC&Rs to, you know, require them to have more democracy and put it out to us. And if we don't get involved, then yeah, they can make the decisions, absolutely.
Sure.
And that, you know, that's not a problem, because 90% of what they do, probably most of us don't care about, but it's when they start doing big things or not taking care of little issues. I mean, building F over there has got boards you can stick your finger in. It's got spores growing out of them.
Where is it?
Just right, the next one up, on that first stairwell up, right on the windowsill.
Oh, really?
It's been like that for 2 years, but you know, it starts as a little problem, but if you don't watch it, it becomes a big problem, and you're replacing the whole side of the building.
Exactly.
And that's something that's got to get handled. The stairwell above your brother's place, that needs to be replaced, but they would have to take the stairs out to replace that beam, and they were like, well, what do we do with the people? Well, if you got to put them in a hotel, you put them in a hotel, because you can stick your finger through that board. So, I'm Jeff, by the way. I live up in that top corner.
Okay, the Oregon?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's against the rules too.
Is it really?
Yeah, you can't have any flags. Only an American flag, but it's selectively enforced because the guys with the Italian flags have never had to take them down.
Oh, that's just...
Yeah.
I would understand if you can't have anything, but I mean, only an American flag?
Yeah, that's federal law though.
Silly.
So, yeah, they selectively enforce stuff.
Anything about it?
Oh yeah,
Oh, you have to take it down?
we get letters. I put it up during football season. I'll put it up because it'll take them 3 months to figure out how to get it down, and then by that time, football season's over.
Yeah.
I put it up for the NCAA tournament, and they got mad. Immediately sent a letter. You know, it's selective enforcement.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have a good one.
Take care.
Keep that stick. We're going to need it to get into the pool.
I am.
Oh, that's okay. It won't matter. In the stick? We'll suck the juice out of the stick.
No, there's juice in the bracket.
Oh, well, there's garbage cans over here. See, that's another neighbor right there that really didn't want. Yeah, I saw that when I drove in earlier. Another neighbor who didn't want this stuff done, but they're doing it anyway. I mean, if we go around and ask people and put them on video, we'll get a... Yeah, I know, the Italian flag's still over there, but you can't have an Oregon flag. So it's just selective enforcement. Now, I got my keys to the pool, but we're going to see if an 8-year-old can get into the pool without a key. So, that's our next challenge. This is another one that I like. Right here. I don't know, but I think that's a fire hazard. Right there. Bush right next to a charcoal grill. Fire hazard. So, let's see here. Alright. Lucas? Are you in it? How old are you, Luke?
8.
You're 8. Do you have a key?
No.
Oh, you got a popsicle stick. So he's going to reach around there. This is the first time he's ever done it. There you go. Popsicle stick. How old are you again?
8.
What's that in your hand?
Popsicle stick.
Is that a key?
Yeah.
Do you think this is safe if an 8-year-old can get into the pool without a key? Do you think
No.
it's safe?
No.
No? You don't understand what liability is, do you?
No.
No? Okay. Let's go over here and see if we can get another gate open. Yeah, there's that Italian flag right there and sound-making device. It's selective enforcement, which by Arizona law is against the law. If you selectively enforce, then you lose the ability, according to a couple law firms I talked to, you lose the ability to enforce anything. All right, we're inside here, which makes it a little easier to get in and out. But let's just for purposes, go ahead. Popsicle stick, open. We can do it on the other one too. It's got a latch, which makes it harder, but the same thing. They're worried about liability, but they're not actually taking care of something that's extremely serious. They talk about how there's a slime in the parking lot, yet no one can find this slime. I propose the only slime here is the slime that runs the community. All right, we're going swimming again.